Okay, welcome back to the Light Unto the Nations show. Commercial announcement. We have a book, All In For God. Go to allinforgod.com to pick it up. You'll never lose a debate with an atheist once you have the information contained in this book. Today is a very important day where we have a very important episode called What is My Purpose in Life? So let's answer this, the hardest and most important question of all. What is my purpose in life? Many people go to the grave without ever figuring out what it is. Those who know what it is are at a huge advantage in every facet of life. They have more clarity, they have more passion, they have more focus, they have more happiness, and they make more money and much, much more. Fortunately for a Noahide, a non-Jew who's following the Noahide laws that I teach about, the answer will always be clear. Before we get into what's your life's purpose, let's start by mentioning what your life's purpose is not. Your life's purpose is not having anything to do with anything self-oriented or materialistic, like getting rich or having a great body. People who adopt these as their life's mission will end their life realizing that they wasted it. In the next world, they will be the ones arriving with a ship full of pig fat. I'm going to show you how to arrive in style with a ship full of beaming diamonds. And the pig fat story harkens back to a tale that I told you in another episode about how the man heard that on a distant island the sand is diamonds. So he saved up money all his life, went to the island to get the diamonds, started hoarding them, and then realized he's going to be there for a while. He has to start working with their currency, and their currency is pig fat. He becomes very successful and comes home with a huge ship full of pig fat. And he faints when he realizes what he's done wrong, that he's wasted his whole life getting the wrong thing. I want you to arrive in the next world with a ship full of beaming diamonds and no pig fat. Second, your true life's purpose is not going to be perfection in any aspect of your life. The purpose is never perfection. The purpose is the story itself, the struggle itself. That doesn't mean you don't give it your absolute best. You give it more than anyone because you know what role you are expected to fill, the role of the hero who puts everything on the line for what's right. You also know that all your actions will be played on the big screen in the sky one day, and you know how many people are counting on you and rooting for you. So when you're down in the mud, beaten up by life, thinking how far you are from winning at it, never think that that's outside your life's purpose. Life is a movie, and that's the storyline. Even if you try with all your might and you never succeed, that's still a very interesting and powerful film. Just look at Romeo and Juliet. Sure, you may have lost inside the movie, but from those who are watching outside the movie, you won the Academy Award. That's what matters. So in short, play life like it's a game and play the game like it's your life. We just stated two kinds of missions that are not your true purpose in life: seeking materialistic gain and seeking perfection. Both will only frustrate you and keep you further from God's plan for you. So what is your life's purpose? I can state it in one sentence. In fact, you may have already heard the sentence from me and didn't catch it. It is the sentence is said in the What is the Oldest Religion in the World show episode. And I'll tell you what that sentence is just as soon as I check on my camera, make sure it's working fine. Okay. The sentence that you're looking for is, we are two families working towards one goal, a better, more godly world. If our life's purpose is hidden inside that sentence, we should try to unpack it piece by piece, no? The sentence starts with the words we. This word alone tells us a lot. We means more than one. The first key towards knowing your life's purpose is to know that it does not only involve you. It takes two to tango, as they say. Similarly, your life's purpose is going to be a joint effort with someone else. You will each complete your life's purpose through one another. The we refers to you and God. The we refers to you and your husband or your wife. The we refers to you and your parents. The we also refers to you and your rabbi. It refers to you and your friends, and The we refers to yourself and your students and your children, which are also called your students. I'll refer to these from now on as the sets. Right now, you may have all of these sets, or you may have none. You may have a relationship with God, or you may have a wife, or you may have whatever. You may have none, you may have all. Either way is a fine place to start. If you have all, you can always improve upon your connections with each of them. If you have none, know that God will help you find all your other sets. They are set aside and waiting for you. All you need to do is seek a little. If you have an exciting adventure ahead of you, the more sets you acquire, the closer you are to being able to fulfill your life's purpose. If you don't have parents, a close rabbi and wife will fill the role of parents. The next thing the sentence says is that we are two families. The next key towards knowing your life's purpose is knowing your past, i.e., your family lineage. The start of your journey will be to connect with your parents, if they are alive, to understand who you came from. Your parents will be happy to talk about it with you, and the conversation will bring your family closer together. This is helping you acquire or improve upon one of your sets. This next part may be obvious for most, but it isn't for everyone. You need to find out if your mother is a Jew or a Gentile. This will determine if you are from the Jewish family B'nai Yisrael or the Noahide family B'nai Noach. Jews and Gentiles have different life's purposes. This information is therefore critical. If your mother is not sure, find out what her mother was. If you still don't know, you will have to connect with the Chabad rabbi, which is a great way to acquire another set that will help you with your set between you and a rabbi. Using the Chabad locator, Google Chabad, CHABAD.org, Chabad locator, and enter your zip code to find the nearest rabbi to you. Chabad rabbis are trained in the importance of accurately finding out who is a Jew and who is not. They will be very happy to help you. If your mother converted to Judaism but did not go through an Orthodox rabbi, like she went through a conservative rabbi or a Reconstructionist rabbi or Reform rabbi, it is most likely and almost certain that you are still of the Noahide family. Beyond that basic information, find out as much as you can about your ancestry. Hone in on their character traits. Find out the good, the bad, and the ugly. Think about what traits you inherited that are good, what traits you have that you inherited that are bad, and what traits that you did not inherit but admire. What traits would you like to build? If you have children, also think of them. What character traits did they inherit? Each trait has a history, a very long history, going back to Noah. The question is, will your generation improve the trait or make it worse? The ball is currently in your court, and the ball is always on the move one way or the other. Through this exercise, you hopefully will come to the conclusion that you do not exist in a vacuum. There are people counting on you in your past, and there are people counting on you in your future with regards to these character traits. They are diamonds taking shape, always being made more beautiful or less, God forbid. You are a torchbearer. You are a link in the chain from the past to the future. You will decide how strong that link is, and that will affect all the other links. You decide if your generation is going to be one that's good and healthy for the family tree or one that does the tree harm. And the more you know about your ancestors' character, the more you will learn about yourself. According to one great rabbi, the entire reason we are on this earth is to correct one character trait. This means, according to him, you may at this point have already found your life's purpose. Congratulations. For instance, for the past 5 generations, the father has been overly strict and angry. My life's purpose is going to be a loving father. Or my mother and grandmother had anxiety. My purpose in life is going to be calm in the knowledge that all God does is for the good. Or both one of my parents and grandparents were addicts. My purpose is going to be to stay clean and be a productive member of society. Go to the rabbi to help you fix the character trait. Notice how all these steps work symbiotically. Speaking with your parents about their heritage is going to help you reconnect with them. That's one set. Finding out about your hereditary character traits may be the only thing you need to do to find your life's purpose. If you have an issue knowing if you are a Jew or a Gentile, going to your nearest rabbi from Chabad.org is the ticket. That establishes another set, the Rabbi to You set. The rabbi will help you fulfill your life's purpose by teaching you how to build good character traits and defeat the negative ones. Another set has been helped along. You have helped narrow down what kind of wife or husband would be good for you, whether it be someone Jewish or Gentile. Marry within your own kind and within the same religion. If you've adopted Noahidism and you're following the 7 Noahide laws, naturally your ideal wife or husband would be someone that has also adopted Noahidism. Your rabbi can help you find someone like that. While we're on the topic, I'd like to, in the near future, make a forum where Noahides can meet each other. I want people to get together who know their life's purpose and who are spiritually aligned. A shared life's purpose is a glue that holds a marriage together. That means these could be the best marriages in history. Email me if you're interested in such a forum, or just tell me who you are and what you're looking for, and I'll see if I know anyone who is a match. Go to lightontothenations.com, get the emails and reply to them, and that's the best way to reach me. While it's best for you to find a rabbi you can meet with personally in your area, I can also be your rabbi via the internet. Some of you have already discovered your life's purpose by now, and you know where to go for guidance on it. Find your sets, and you will be set. The next thing the sentence says is that we are working towards something. Notice it doesn't say completing something. It says working towards. Rabbi Tarfon said it is not upon you to finish perfecting the world, nor are you free to desist from it. This goes back to what we said earlier. Perfection is not the goal. The act of working alongside your family towards the goal is the goal. What are we working towards? We've come far in our understanding, but we are just getting started. There's another, even greater rabbi who says that your life's purpose is more than just fixing a character trait. So that means we need to search further for our life's purpose. Let's preface by talking about the Jewish and Noahide roles and how they differ. Because once you know the family you were born into, whether it be the Gentile family or the Jewish family, you already have a good idea of what position you will play in this game of life. What are the positions? Let's throw out a couple of examples. The Jews are like quarterbacks, throwing the ball, and Noahides are more like wide receivers who catch the ball and run it into the end zone for the score. One could also say the Jews are more like the directors of a movie, and the Noahides are more like the actors in a movie who play the role. More on that in a moment. Just know that the Jew will be giving something, whether that be light, clarity, which is really the same thing, and a sense of purpose, and the Noahide will be receiving, i.e. learning something and bringing it home, fixing this world. The next thing the sentence says is that we're working towards the same goal. This gets back to your rabbi set. If you are a Gentile, in order to fulfill your life's mission, you must connect with a Jew. If you are a Jew, in order to fulfill your life's mission, you must connect with a Gentile. The Jew designated in your area as the one who will help you fulfill your life's purpose is the Chabad rabbi in your area. They were sent by the great rabbi, the great Lubavitcher Rebbe, for this purpose. They are in every state all over the world. The Lubavitcher Rebbe sent them to your area for this very purpose. Once again, Google Chabad.org locator to find the nearest trained rabbi. Tell them in your own words, I'm a Noahide, and I'd like to discuss how to go to the next level in my observance. I want to get involved. If they turn you away, go on to the next rabbi and the next. This is your life we're talking about. Don't give up. If that doesn't work, Google Rabbi Manis Friedman for a rabbi you can speak to over the phone. Go to itsgoodtoknow.org/coaching. itsgoodtoknow.org/coaching. He is experienced in helping Noahides and is excellent in what he does. Ask him what he thinks your life purpose is and how we, Jew and Gentile, can work towards the same goal. See what kind of response you get. You might find your life's purpose through him. If that doesn't work, I can be your rabbi. Follow the instructions I just gave above to reach me by email, and I will help you out. For some, this could be awkward at first. Just as you are not used to making contact with a rabbi, the rabbi is not going to be used to making contact with you. What is happening is you are both overcoming the barriers to world peace and redemption. You will both be fulfilling your life's purpose through each other. So you're actually helping him reach his life's purpose. You are already married in that sense. You are helping him as much as he is helping you. Remember, he is the quarterback. You are the wide receiver. So receive. drink up everything he has to say. God already told us our life's purpose in so many words when he said, you, the Jewish people, are to be a light, clarifying one's life's purpose, unto the nations, the Noahide people. The truth is, we are already doing this. I am speaking, and you are watching and listening. You are already connecting to a Jew who is giving you clarity on your life's purpose at this very moment. That's the beauty of this show, and that's the beauty of this book. Just by reading it, we are both fulfilling our life's purpose in the eyes of God. So God is already smiling, and this is already working. Let me just check on my camera. Sorry, I have no video editor. So I'm doing my best. Bear with me, please. Going back to the rabbi issue, I know it might seem strange for a Gentile to have a rabbi. In a matter of years, it will be normal. But let's just think for a moment about how important it is you connect with and work with a rabbi, i.e. a member of the Jewish family. Imagine if the quarterback and wide receiver got confused and started playing against each other instead of with each other. That would be catastrophic for the team. Victory would be hopeless. Imagine if the actor and the director stopped listening to each other. That movie would not be able to go on. Unfortunately, that's the way we've been playing the game for thousands of years. Gentiles don't even think of having a rabbi, and many rabbis don't even think of having Gentile students. We change that today. We need to sit together and chart the path towards victory as one. Don't be afraid to call. You will be amazed at how warm they are and welcoming. The different religions / colors / nationalities / political parties make us look separate, but in the truth, this is just a result of confusion and ignorance. Forget the outer garb. Nothing has really changed from 5,000 years ago. The entire world was a family then, and the entire world is a family now. You are a Noahide. He is a Noahide. We all want basically the same things. Reach out, jump. God will catch you. You can do it. The next thing the sentence said was, we are out to make a better world. We are on our way towards having all of our sets in place, and we have already an inner life's purpose that was about your character traits. Let's talk about your outer life's purpose. The sentence states that the goal of the two families is a better world. No matter who you are, we all need to be taking some time out to better the world. As I mentioned before, an extremely great rabbi who started the entire Chabad movement that you are now utilizing said, we come down into this world for 70 or 80 years just to do a favor for another. That's the Baal Shem Tov, who lived from 1698 to 1760. So yes, we need to take care of ourselves. Yes, we need to fix our character traits. But to fully fulfill our life purpose, we need to be going beyond ourselves to better our surroundings. This is what will truly set your soul on fire. Living your life's purpose is like turning yourself into a spiritual nuclear bomb. First, the atom must split, then it will hit the surrounding areas, but it doesn't stop there. It will quickly move on from there, and in our case, changes the entire world. If you take upon yourself your life's purpose, you too will be affecting the world miles out, and you will have the energy of a nuclear bomb. But it starts with splitting your own atom. That will necessarily affect your home, and only then will it explode into your surroundings. Besides being the right thing to do, starting at home will make you effective outside. The best way to change people around you is to be a living example. If you don't live these principles in your own life, not many people will be attracted to them. If you do, they will feel it. So start by bettering the life of your spouse and your parents and your children. Every day, ask them, what do they need more of, and give it to them. Think of them deeply. Every day, listen to them. Every day, try to improve their lives. Treat them like kings and queens and princes and princesses. Even if you don't feel it, that is what your family deserves. Notice I never said love them. I said treat them well and make their lives better. Love is actually the entire point of a relationship, and yet I left it out because you can't command love. I can't force you to love someone you don't, but I can promise you that if you force yourself to do loving things for someone and think of them in loving terms, you will automatically grow love for that person, which is the purpose of it all. We can write an entire book about just how to love your husband and your wife. We can write another book about how to respect your parents, and we can write another book about how to raise your children, and maybe we will. But for now, just know that these things need to go in the proper order. You must fix your character. That must directly lead into treating your family better. And then this must in turn make you effective in affecting the world outside your four walls. This plan will keep your soul burning hot with increasing happiness that never stops, no matter what your body or your bank account looks like. Let's avoid some of the traps many fall into. Some become preoccupied with fixing a character trait, and it actually negatively affects the family. Be on guard for this. If this is happening, it means you are not fixing the character trait properly. Speak to your rabbi. Fixing a trait properly will always lead to better relationships, especially with those of your immediate family. Others talk about the care they have for their family as if it absolves them from doing anything else positive for anyone else. Who cares only about their family to the exclusion of everyone else is not a person. One who cares about their family to the exclusion of everyone else is not a person, but a mobster. The mob cares for their immediate family greatly and damn the rest. That may seem loving at one level, and it makes for a good movie, but it's still evil. A pious Noahide realizes that even those whom we don't normally call family are also family. They are extended cousins. They need our help and love as well. And that's why I give to places like India and Eastern Ukraine and Uganda, because we are all family. They are no more than 18th degree cousins. You can still learn from the mob. Learning from them about how you are supposed to care for your immediate family is a good idea, and then channel that outwards into the rest of the world. Care for them as much as you care for your own immediate family. The desire to make the outside world a better place is deep within all of us. Some of us just need the right ideas and a few tools. It's easier than you think. It can be as simple as a smile. Your life's purpose may be to simply smile at people warmly, occasionally. You'd be surprised. That can completely turn someone's day around for the better. I credit my mother with this suggestion. Your mission in life could be to pay people thoughtful compliments. That too can change someone's entire day for the better. Go now and watch a beautiful video on YouTube called Validation, posted by Kurt Kuhn or Kunye on this topic. I promise it will be one of the most inspiring and heartwarming videos you ever watch. What he's doing in that video is being a pious Noahide. He is lighting up people's lives, and notice how doing so found him one of the most important sets of all. Maybe you're a prayer person. Maybe you take people's names and say psalms for them until their condition improves. Maybe you become expert in how to do prayer effectively. Speak to your rabbi. The notions of smiling, complimenting, and prayer should spring up some other ideas of things you can do. Write them down. They could be your life's purpose. You are mining for gold. Anything that improves the quality of life of others is a potential life's purpose. For example, once a week you could go to a children's hospital with some candy, some games, or a guitar if you play one. Once a week, bring joy to a boy or girl with cancer. Anyone with this life's purpose will be extremely blessed in this world and the next. Feed the hungry. Each week, make a donation to a hungry child in India. This one is done for you. I already developed a charity to do exactly that, and it is extremely successful at what it does. It's called Noah's Child, and we feed tens of thousands each month for 80 cents a meal. Visit noahschild.org to learn more. Another incredible resource for bettering the world is change.org. Thousands of people come to change.org every day to sign petitions that reshape policy and transform lives. Your purpose in life could be signing these petitions once a week. The causes they champion are always amazing, but if you don't agree with a particular one, simply skip signing that petition. And don't think that one signature doesn't make a difference. You never know what number of signatures might tip the scale. Real change is made every single day through those petitions. When you become active on change.org, you may want to get even more involved with a particular cause that's close to your heart. They have an option by which you can contact the decision maker in the case directly, or you may also want to contact the owners of the petition and offer your help in any way you can. You can work in a soup kitchen. I know it sounds cliche, but it's a wonderful thing. It could be your life's purpose. You can be a big brother or sister. You can volunteer to work with the mentally disabled. You can give blood regularly. Find your thing. Google this. Lifehacker.org how to help charities without giving money. That's a great article that will spark ideas. Doing small things can't be underestimated. Giving a tiny amount of charity each day can be a complete life's purpose on all its own. The great rabbi, the Lubavitcher Rebbe, always asked people to have a charity box at their workplace and in their home, and to give a few coins into it every single day. It has a huge impact. If he says it has a huge impact, it does. You can request a charity box from any charity you love and put a few coins in it each day. This adds up in a practical and a spiritual sense. You can be the charity guy or the charity girl. Use your unique talents. If you're a writer, offer a blog post a week for an environmentalist blog. Improving the environment is improving the lives of people. That counts. If you're an artist, paint with underprivileged children. If you play music, play for children in hospitals. One of the highest places in heaven is reserved for comedians because they make people happy. If you have the gift of humor, telling jokes to people could be your life's purpose. God gave you those gifts for a reason, and the reason is to make others smile. Although I don't agree with their politics or often their methods, PETA champions some great causes for the protection of animals. Improving the lives of animals is also a huge part of the mission of the pious Noahide, and there are a number of other possibilities. Everywhere where there is pain, you can be the one to take away at least 1 ounce of it. Just look for it. Pain is everywhere, and that means opportunities for fulfilling your life's purpose are everywhere. Speak with your rabbi about it until you find something. But you must find something, because if you are not crediting the world, you are debiting the world. You are either a taker or a giver. There is no in between, and we know which one you need to be to fulfill your life's purpose. Taking these actions regularly will set your soul on fire. Now let me let you in on a little secret. You might be wondering, when I die, what's the first question God will ask me? I'll tell you, because the rabbis of the Talmud told me. Let me just check on my camera. The first question is, were you honest in business? With this question, God is asking you if you fulfilled your life's purpose in a hidden way. Because while I just gave you many ideas on how to fulfill it, those only take up maybe an hour each week. The vast majority of your time is spent doing your job. And the biggest question of all is, do you fulfill your life's purpose during that time? Did you waste your boss's time? Or did you cherish every moment knowing that fulfilling God's will by paying your boss in value more than he gives you in money is paramount? This is a big question. It separates the wheat from the chaff. Do you talk badly about your boss behind his back? Do you try to skirt your responsibilities as much as possible? The way you treat your boss is actually the way you are treating God. This is your life's mission we're talking about here. This is the first question you will get from God. This is important. We can't spend enough time on it. This is also a way to ensure a steady stream of promotions. God's going to quiz you about your relationship with that time clock, because if you were lazy on the job, not working to your full potential, or just coasting, you are stealing. Some of the money your boss is giving to you hasn't been repaid. You're not honest in your business. You will have a hard time answering this question, and first impressions are key. Every entrepreneur also knows of the temptations to take advantage of someone who doesn't know better. God is watching, and your entire life's purpose hangs in the balance. Whether you take that advantage or that loophole will decide whether you show up in heaven with smelly pig fat or diamonds, because that will reveal whether all this time you spent building your business was because you were looking out for yourself or if you were looking out for others. Every profession can be a means for helping people or not. Every profession can be a way to fulfill your life's purpose or not. It all depends on your approach to that position. Are you doing it for yourself, or are you doing it for God and for others? If you're a doctor, do you arrogantly think you heal people, or do you realize you're just a conduit for God's blessing? Do you say a prayer before each operation? My father's a doctor, and he's retired, but he used to do exactly that. The same applies to every other profession. They all require humility. We are all only conduits. He's the one who decided if we win the case, not the prowess of the lawyer. God controls the thoughts of those jurors and the judge. In general, the approach to your bank account is key. Do you constantly worry about it, or are you happy with what God gave you? The second person is happy in this world and shows up with diamonds in the next. The first person will be miserable in this one and will show up with pig fat in the next. Which one do you want to be? I'll see you next time.